What is going on today, YouTube? Hope you guys are doing fantastic. I just got back from my trip. I got you guys a video. 5 support builds you need to try on the current patch. A lot of fun. One of them a little bit more extra fun than good, but most of them very good. First god we got up is Rat. This build is so good for Rat support. I really think that the protection shred acorn is phenomenal. It's really good, but just being able to walk up, stun somebody, half health them with just these 2 items, and then if there's any follow-up on your team, that person's just dead, off the map, erased. And you're also a very good 1v1 character when you're diving the enemy backline. Breastplate of Vigilance really reduces their auto attacker damage. So if you land on the hunter and then you Flameforge, get the Flameforge damage onto him and then stun him with Thistlethorn, you do a whole lot of damage. Usually they're not ready for it, and all-in potential is very great. The second one, to no surprise, yeah, we're talking about Mannequins and Equinox, because this is the most Omega Smork support build that I could think of, like, period. Mannequins for that early jungle damage. You go into the Cannoneer's Cuirass to make up for not having a support starter. Equinox to dominate the game even harder. And Berserkers, Shoguns, Archdruids to have a lot of tankiness and a lot of damage with either Equinox or just Archdruid's passive. It's very hard to fight against this. If you fall behind, it doesn't feel great until you get Equinox. But once you get Equinox, it's so strong that it doesn't even feel bad. It's very good. Hard to think of a support Guardian that's not really thought of a ton. But I'm going to say Kumba. What? I think this character is very underrated. He's gotten a ton of buffs. His cooldowns are very low. 10 seconds on the 2, 11 seconds on the 1. 3 is a little bit longer. And then the ult is also a very low cooldown, but you're basically able to engage. You're very hard to all in with 40% cooldown. Genji's procs can do phenomenal things when it comes to peeling yourself out. All I'm saying is, you've heard a lot of things about Kumba not being great. Put that to the back of your mind. Try this god, this build, and then let me know if you still think Kumba's bad, because I don't think he's bad anymore. I think this build is so good. A little bit of a funkier one with Zhong, because I think this is so OP. This build is so OP. Warlock's staff stacks with both doing damage and taking damage, which is crazy. It gets stacked so fast in support. You stack Prophetic very, very quickly. Divine Gem of Isolation allows it so if you do ever get onto the enemy backline with your Blink, you just eradicate them. I would go Blink and Horrific here, and every fight it would just be Blink, Horrific, Blink, Horrific, Blink, Horrific, and you will carry fights just like that. Yes, you're not really peeling, but it's basically like you're playing Sobek or you're playing like a Blink character that doesn't have a ton of peel, like Kabrakan. It's very good, does a lot of damage. Yes, you're a tiny bit squishy when you're not ulting, but like when you're playing Hades in solo lane, you build almost full damage with 1 defense item. It's going to happen sometimes where you might get picked. Just make sure you're ready to take those team fights because you do so much with this build. And then lastly, for the Hunter class, the one that I'll say this is the one that's a little bit harder to pull off because I tried to work Stormseeker into it. You can get Stormseeker stacks pretty easily with support because your autos just don't do any damage. The downside is your spike is just not great at that spot. So first item, you're like decently strong. You got your Thebes online. You got your war flag. Second item, Stormseeker. Okay, you're stacking up. You're stacking up. Third item, Berserkers. Still stacking up, getting a little bit tankier. But then the Exekins comes in and you start smacking as long as you're getting some Stormseeker sacks. If you're not at around 100 Stormseeker sacks, by the time you're full build, probably sell it. But if you do get to 100, it feels very good. And yeah, that's 5 really fun and really good builds to be trying right now on some gods that I think aren't really thought of as supports. So give them a try and let me know what you guys think. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We got Smite 2 very, very soon. Smite 1 content is going to stay happening until Smite 2 is officially out and we can actually play it. But might be working in a little bit of Smite 2 content. The playtest is actually May 2nd. May 2nd is when we get to try Smite 2 and I'll be streaming all day. So make sure you guys stop by on the Twitch. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you guys again next time. Peace.